Why, hello there, defenders of the vault. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Stalwart Ancients. Episode 14, a run around the Volcano Rim. Do we have social drugs set up yet? We do not have a drug policy. Not yet. Yeah, let's set one up. It's a good reminder, so thank you. Ambrosia every 3 days, only if mood is tanking. Tea and beer every other day, only if mood is kind of low. Well, at least looks like the farm got farmed. Took long enough. And we got Tender Skin, the one I didn't want. Well, we can sell it, I guess. He's fine. What's your chem fuel limit set at the biofuel? We are not even making it because we're getting infinite from the pump blank junction, so I don't have any limit. It's forever for like gross meats, but this thing hasn't even been plugged in yet. I guess I could turn it on and start making some gross meat chem. Just hadn't bothered until now. Alright, Flip. You are no longer the grower. Cool. So for the extra clothing we've got, I'm going to do some clothing shelves. I'll put them here. Storage. High hit points we'll do 95 plus, normal plus, critical for apparel. That is clean, I guess. And I'll just put it all there. And then we might expand upon that later on to limit what exactly gets stored. All right, long range mineral is closing in on being done. So, what do you want next? And then the other question I suppose that I will have to ask is, when do we get rid of the pipeline junction? Because we could start researching bionics or transport pods, or towards shuttle, or any of this stuff, which allows us to. We wouldn't want this area to be like emptied out more. So ultimately, you guys will have to make that decision. Hemocollapse syndrome is at 47%. I think what I'm going to do is when Red Mist is up, I'm going to open up the Ancient Danger. And then after clearing the Ancient Danger, I'll have Breakfire go for a gene implant. Or gene inject, I should say. So we're going to have a lot of disturbed sleep. Breakfire the vampire, visiting everyone while they're sleeping. Long range scanner is done. Transport pod getting queued up. Oh shoot. We need a kick. Not a good enough kick. That was worse. There we go. D-Sagan, thank you for the resub. And yeah, we'll go with long range scan, or transport pod rather. Speaking of which, I still have silver that's here. Question for you guys. Do we break down the pipeline for a scanner? So just to make it clear what I'm asking, in order to get a long-range scanner, we need a 3x3 area here. The scanners can only be built outside, not or not under a roof, so I would need to break this thing down in order to start scanning. And that's also going to be true of, like, if I want a shuttle. So you guys have 5 minutes on the board to decide whether we finally get rid of our free chem fuel. Who keeps not putting the book away? Considering how much meat we're hunting, you don't think we're gonna lack fuel? Probably not. Oh, there's horses? Sorry, donks, but horses be better. These donkeys might not even last a week. So I'm gonna send Inu out to go try to tame some horses. The library ghost is knocking over the books? Yeah, seems like it. Every time I look, it's out of place. At least it's consistent, I suppose. But annoying. You still lacking blood? Yeah, I'm gonna leave them alone. We have a bunch of hemopacks already. Wait, why'd you grab all... What the hell? What? Okay, is that a bug? Because, like, I told him to have hemogen, and he grabbed the stack of 6, and, like, just downed the whole... What the heck? I'll have to be more careful of that going forward, I suppose. Because that's dumb. Alright, Inu, it is up to you to try to get the horses. We'll go for horses over donkeys. The reason for that is rise speed. Okay, so I do not want patient gowns here on the clothing. So I'll take that off the shelf already. The other thing I'm going to need to do is if Inu's trying to tame horses, I'm going to put Inu back on a normal schedule. Because horses aren't awake at night, so Inu can't be a night owl anymore. Lest that won't work. And we're up to about 1,000 silver. Do I have any silver on the map tile that is, like, mineable? Yes, there is silver here. Alright. It's worth mining, I guess. It looks like, if you haven't voted yet, feel free to do so, but it looks like breaking down the pipeline for scanner is the likely result of that poll. But time will tell. And I think I'm not going to use the Thrombo fur for like a cowboy hat, and I'll just like hope that we get more Thrombo arriving on the map tile instead. Come on, Red Mist, get out of your coma already. It's a, what, a 5-day coma? Let's look at the logs here. Okay, a day and a little over a day, and she'll be up. Come on, Inu. Well, there's 3 of them. We have a 25% chance per day. Hopefully we get some horses. Come on, pet the pony. Well, fail, fail, fail. Good job. You tried at least. That doesn't look like a lot of silver. I was hoping for a bigger node so that we could have a little bit more buying power next time we have a trade opportunity, but apparently not. Alright, I'm going to turn the fabrication bench back on so that we can keep fabricating. And that will keep Breakfire pretty busy, which is probably more productive use of his time rather than stone cutting. And unfortunately, due to that, like, mega slurp of hemogen, I'm gonna have to keep bleeding out our own colonists. I don't love it, but, like, kind of have to do it. At least he's pretty high on the percentage for now. So, we are gonna break down the pipeline for a scanner. Got it. Aggro, grab the breach X, and start breaching. Once gone, forever gone, but the good news is we can do a long-range mineral scanner in its stead, giving us the ability to source things for like recon armor, bionics, etc. So it's a long-term investment for short-term pain. So with that in mind, I'm going to make chem fuel from organics until we have, let's say, I'll set the threshold at 500 for meat, any meat. So we always chem up human meat and insect meat, and then we'll chem up any kind of meat once we dip below that 500 threshold. If archive genes cannot be scanned, can they be bought? Yes. They're not common, but if I got like shuttles, we could travel around. I mean, the Dryden, which is the closest colony to us, is like kind of far away. And then we've got the other one. I mean, they're not very close. So it would be possible to trade with the local colonies for genes. It's just inconvenient until we have a better mode of transportation. Let's not even bother cleaning that area. So that does raise the question of, if archive genes can't be scanned, where do they even come from? Yeah, clearly, like, exported from a glitter world or something like that. I don't really know. The game doesn't really explain where they come from if they can't be scanned, but somehow they exist. Alright, sorry, gotta vamp ya. Little hemogen for me, and less hemogen for you. I think it's probably worth armchairing. Just because anyone that is doing long... I mean, the same could probably be said of the research benches, but it's not fun to have to sit for scans for a long, long time. So we're going to set this... We'll tune it to gold initially, because Gold is relatively easy to transport, even with donkeys. Plasteel is a lot heavier and bulkier. So our first pass will be for gold. Psychite tea. Ingredient radius, shrink it down. Because I think what we've been doing is we've been doing piecemeal tea from up here, which is just not a good use of our time. And yes, light will help as well. True. Because I did just roof it up so they don't get rained on. Transport pod is now researched. What do you want to research next? Beer brewing, orbital tech, recon armor, bionics, mortars, deep drill, which might be a little redundant, but you can still vote for it. Vitals monitor or shuttle. Ooh, goodness, a heat wave. And a social fight. Well, aggro's melee leveled up, I think. Or no, Flip's melee leveled up. I didn't want to have to, like, slow 10, so I'm just going to Hemogen pack up the whole thing. There we go! We got our first stallion! Alright, raffle timer's up for the stallions now. Good job, Inu. I knew you could do it. It's only 11 years old. What are the ages of the other ones? Oh, you know, one of the issues that we're going to have is, given the heat wave, the other horses are going to leave the map tile almost immediately. Because heat waves do that. They push the animals out. So I think the opportunity... Oh, of course. The opportunity to potentially tame the other horses is about to go bye-bye. What, are you going to get another social fight? So Red Mist is up and at 'em. She is moving around. And the original plan was to open up the Ancient Danger, but I think what I want to do is I'm going to want to wait until the heat wave's over, because I don't really want anyone getting heat stroke as I go out to clear whatever the Ancient Danger is, especially if it's like robots, because robots don't care about heat. So I'm in a bit of a disadvantage in that way. Okay, Red Mist is back to cooking. With that in mind, maybe I send Breakfire to go get an injection instead. But I'm going to wait a little bit for him to make some more components, because I could suffer breakdowns. And I wouldn't want that. Insulted 10. I feel like at some point there should be a threshold of like, yeah, you can't insult me anymore, where it hurts my feelings, because you've already maxed that out. I mean, I guess it is 10, but I feel like the threshold should be lower. And I like how the one that's been doing the insulting is like malnourished and tired. So can you imagine getting an argument to the point where like you're starving? I can't. That's like deranged. Red Mist, you ought to get your Gladius. Want some lavish meat meals? Lavish meat meals during a heat wave is a really good way to be without meat within a week. Because there's not going to be any animals on this map tile pretty soon, and then we'll use up all our meat making meals that will last us for a few days. It's super short-sighted, in my opinion. So you probably have a rival now, huh? Oh yeah, you have 2 rivals. Some of that is just like, you've got one eye, and that makes people pick fights with you. It's not great, but it's just the way it is. So once we have, like, let's say 10 components, I'll put Breakfire through a gene implant. Because Heatwave plus Fog is like a perfect storm of what not to bother... And I'm going to force them to do long-range scanning over research. Such ableism in this ancient soldier. Yeah, I mean, no kidding. They're very ableist, given that they're all, like, broken humans. Oh, we're getting sieged! I mean, that's cute, because, like, there's only the long-range mineral scanner that could even be damaged. Unfortunately for me, Aggro, our shooter, is, like, binging on Slykout right now. I was gonna say, is, like, not in any condition to fight well, but now he's, like, totally out of the fight entirely. So, what can I do here? The weapons that they have are mostly close-quarter weapons. Their longest range is probably a revolver and 2 heavy SMGs, so I could plink at them to piss them off. Unfortunately, because of fog, my accuracy is going to be atrocious. And then the person that would want to do the shooting is, like, out of commission at the moment. One thing I could do is to whip up a sniper rifle, which I don't think, given the situation, is unreasonable. And just, like, turtle. Oh, there we go. We got a stallion. Another stallion. So, raffle timer for both stallions right now. Oh, well, that's another animal name. Good no lord. We got Phoenix and Krieg. Well, sorry, Sheep and Quack. You are getting slaughtered. As I mentioned, you were only going to last as long as you had utility. I think what I'm going to do is turn off the long-range mineral scanner, because if any part of our base is going to get hit, it's only that room, and I don't really want to be using that while we're under siege. And then I have Breakfire trying to whip up a sniper rifle, so that we can actually plink at these guys without getting murdered. But, like, there's not much that the enemies are going to be able to do to us. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everyone on base lockdown. And then I'll turn one of the mini turrets on as, like, a valid target for raiders if they do decide to attack. Big if, though. Luckily, this base is extraordinarily good at turtling. Uninstall the telescope? I was thinking about that, but I think the chances of it getting one-tapped is, like, very low. So I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, Pesky Phoenix is already incapacitated. Oh, right, that is the home zone. Do I have a zone for... No, I don't even have a zone for this. I'm gonna forbid the door. Avoid corpses, except for aggro. There we go. We couldn't even walk out to the animals, because I had accidentally forbidden them from being there. And he's addicted to Psychite. Alright, guess what? You... Oh, I didn't even have them on the right drug policy, but you're on a no drug policy now? Now, there is a small chance that I could Wonder Dock him for the Instahab Wonder Cycle. I just don't think it's worth it, so I'm not going to be doing it. Heatwave is over. Well, the mayor is still out there, so there's a chance to tame one more horse when we're not under siege. Oh, yeah, let's not make a bajillion meals. It's not necessary. You're not gonna go into a coma anytime soon, so why bother? Okay, Aggro's finally done with his addiction. Or his binge. Now, we're going to need 30 days to recover from that. So hopefully he'll be willing to go out there with a sniper rifle to whittle down the siegers. Boy, do you look great. Because he's going to be in an extraordinarily bad mood if we don't feed that addiction, right? Because he now has a psychite need from that addiction, so getting him out there before that psychite need sets in is going to be ideal. Alright, so go eat a fine meal and get shooting. Alright, so everybody, I'm going to put a new zone. We'll call this inside, because I need a new zone for this. So the inside zone is pretty straightforward. Just stay inside. And because our external walls cannot even be damaged, I don't even really do include these external walls in the layout, because they can never be damaged. I will forbid this area, though. Actually, everything within this area. Because, I don't want anyone going in here during like a lockdown, because that still could be dangerous. As far as the this area goes, I will allow them out there, I think, anyway. To potentially use the telescope and just like run the risk of, yeah, I mean, maybe you do end up getting hit. Whatever. It's how I want to play it. Well, that woke him up. So pork has a, oh, you're pregnant. So it's a two, okay, I'm not even going to continue that sentence. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to, like, wound them so that they're all suffering from blood loss before they come attacking us. And I'm specifically aiming for those with better armor, because they're going to be far more annoying to deal with. That and, like, the fragnades, taking out the ones that are most dangerous. Alright, they are assaulting the colony. I think in this case... So, I ideally want another sniper rifle, but I'm just going to have aggro fight and kite. Oh, don't hit me with that. Definitely not tender skin shots. So I know that the door is open, and they might come in here, and in that case, I'll muster a defense. But for now... Oh, you are hopped up on Go Juice, aren't you? Well, even on Go Juice, you move it, what? 6'9", and I'm moving it 6'9" without Go Juice. So, and that's with, like, leg bruises. That Go Juicer is going to be annoying. So I think what I want to do is I want to lure the Go Juicer back to the base and take them out so that I can put distance between me and the rest of the raiders. Because the dude on Go Juice is going to prevent me from being able to take pot shots at anyone else. Oh, here they are. Already on me. Well, that works. You just, what, lop his brain off? Yeah, okay. I agree. All right, I'm gonna have everyone finish what is the enemies that are like immediately close, and then muster inside. Did you just kill 2 people? You cut off their head? Can you, like, just... I mean, I appreciate it, but, like, low-key chill. You're being scary. So I'm going to have everyone else go inside. This way. Closing the doors behind me. And aggro is just going to, like, take all the other enemies for a bit of, like, a run around the map. Well, Red Mist finishes off Pork. Yeah, I could use one of these shield belts, for sure. This guy died with a shield belt, I think. One of them? Yeah, this one. So set to strip. And then I'll probably end up stripping the ones with the recon armor too, so we can melt that recon armor down and repurpose it for stuff. Ragnades are also not terrible to have. Where are the rest of them? Oh, Truffle's dead. Oh, you know what? Let's try to strip his armor off. Let's head up to the siege camp and get the one that is blood loss downed. Because that's free recon armor that is untainted. Not that aggro cares. Aggro can wear tainted armor, but no one else can without mood penalties. So that could be armor for someone else, which would be great. Ow, what are you doing? You're leaving? And yeah, I'll be capturing blood bags when I'm not, like, you know, busy. As well. Truffle, don't do it. Truffle, don't do it. You frickin'. Dang it. I just remember that I have gold up there, so I'll scan for plasteel. An insult spree. The only issue that I have here is if she decides to insult aggro, she's going outside and, like, gonna get herself killed. So before that happens, Break, can you make, like, a wooden wall to keep her from trying to insult aggro and dying in the process? Because, like, that'd be great to avoid, I think. So I'm putting a lock. We can't go outside now for that reason. Alright, so the one hopped up on Go Juice is done chasing us, so we just need to whittle down the rest of them. Which shouldn't be too bad. His accuracy is reasonably good with that Arco Eye. Whoa, what the hell did you hit? Spine? Oof. Spineless Pork. God, everyone's insulting everyone. My lord. You know what? Penalty for all of these insults. Well, okay. Flip, you weren't really involved, but you're present. You're guilty by association. Or by proximity at this point. Everyone owes me blood. Life ain't fair, but, you know, that's... so be it. What I might end up doing, if the shield belter is consistently in the front, is have... well, I can't really do that with Red Mist in her mental state. I was gonna say have everyone bounce out of the base and just gank him so that he could like leave me alone. The other thing I could do is to grab the heavy SMG with aggro and just spray Steven down so Steven stops chasing me so much. Oh god, Ponder, you are definitely... Look at this! So he drops his frag grenades next to the lava. Yeah. Well, okay. Pork Elvis. Pork Elvis is about to experience some badness here. And then this Shattered Spine person would be a perfect blood bag, because, like, they can't move. So, I can't imagine a better person to donate hemogen for us. So I will attempt. An attempt will be made, I just, you know, need to stay alive and to make sure that these raiders don't, you know, overtake me or whatever. But there will be an attempt. Aggro. I want you to carry both weapons, I think. Oh, don't, no, forget travel supplies. So load into Caravan, and then load the Go Juice into Caravan too, in case I need it. Fatty looks to be the first one out, so let's switch weapons. Ah, shucks. Probably only a few more need to be down before I win, though, I'd imagine, because you only need to defeat half before they flee. Ooh, shot in your eye. That's real Buddhist of you. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Oh, yeah, bye-bye. Kaboom. And now I have Wow Wow, or whatever their name was. And I'm planning on trying to... If Red Mist's mental break ends, I'll try to drop them into this, like, kill box area and for hemogen farm. You love Sammy, don't you? You're, like, intentionally missing Sammy or something. Sammy's tough, so maybe they're not even a good target to shoot at. I like how Breakfire is like, yep, keep insulting me. You're already my rival. So I see nostrils coming from the other direction. Given that they have Molotovs, it's like kind of a not threat. I know, even if I'm tender-skinned, it's like, by the time they're aiming at me, I'm already, like, a block and a half away. And a social fight. Where the, oh my, could you, what the hell are you doing? Red Mist, you psychopath. I must say, Colony... freaking full of misfits. I'm glad he's a vampire, because she would have killed him otherwise. Like, she hit him so much that he death rested. Because she's a Herculean with prowess. Could we not do that? Yeah, she has the kind trait. I mean, we've all heard of kill you with kindness, and, like, yes. Alright, the pigskins are leaving, so we can resolve this. What I want to try to do is to... Oh, nostril dropped 2. So that's 2 blood bags. That I'll grab. So break. if you're already death resting, I'll just carry you to the death rest casket. Aggro. Drop Wawa. Oh, shoot. You're not unconscious, are you? How did you, like, regain consciousness? Wait, you have a shattered spine. How? What? What? Okay, whatever. And I'll try to get, Nostril too. Next. So flip, go, capture Nostril. And we'll also claim the mortars and bring them back for our own usage, because we could install mortars here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow ancients.